Hey everyone, this is Tom from MonTac here, doing the weekly MonTac Matchup with Notanalt here today, Rookie of the Season award winner. And this is for the 17th, no, it's not for the 17th, this is for the 18th of March. Obviously, like I said, we've got Notanalt here, one of the better Steel Edge players in the entire group. How are you doing, sir? And I'm sorry about the audio, everyone. We just had a little bit of microphone issues. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great today. Happy to be here and giving my opinion on these matches.
Alright, it's great to have you here. We've got a couple interesting matches. We're going to focus up on the ones that you know better. First off, we've got Zweistein, former champion, probably going to be using some sort of Dragon Gambler build, taking on Shadow Galaxy, who are famous for those Torotians. You've had a little bit of experience with Zweistein, and you've did a couple practices with Shadow Galaxy Wolf. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Well, so as you said, I do have more experience this way, but as far as Shadow Galaxy Wolf goes, I know she is one of the, if not the best Tyrosian player. I believe, right?
Yes, at this stage, I would classify her as the best Torotian player.
Yeah, and I feel like Tyrosians, when they're used properly, are just you're denying your opponent a lot, and you're being able to just their control. You control the flow of the game, and I think that's going to impact Zwei hard. And I'm going to have to go with Shadow Galaxy Wolf here.
Ooh, it's a very interesting matchup. Alright, well, let's get into the next one. We've got Dan B versus Misfire. Obviously, they've played the last couple of weeks where Dan B got the very narrow victory, but Misfire can never be counted out as they are a three-time former champion. You've had a lot of experience with Dan, coming very close to beating him in your last contender match. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
I'm forced to be a little bit biased because Dan's my dude. He's the other Steel Edge player, the other big Steel Edge player. He got me into it, and I also on the logic side of things, I have to say Dan because I understand if he's playing Steel Edge, I understand how it's going to be. He's going to use it, and I think that in the hands of the right person, Steel Edge is just too devastating. It's scary. So I'm going to have to go with Dan.
Interesting. Now, like I mentioned, obviously, you two had a an insanely close contender match. And then Dan went on to beat everybody else. Considering you are probably one of the very closest to actually take Dan out in his current, in his current run, if you were to match up against him, let's say in the tournament, let's say you both advance and you match up, how confident are you that you could get the win?
Well, I feel like I took a big break kind of after I lost that match with Dan. But I also feel like I've kind of came back and I've been thinking a bit clearer. And I think that the next time I go up against Dan, I'm more confident. I believe that it could turn out very differently, and I could win. It'd be more even.
Yeah, definitely. You've got that experience now. Obviously, it just came down to that last second play. But had you done it, I mean, game over immediately. So that's going to be a little bit weighing on his mind a little bit. All right, well, let's get on to the final matchup for you to look at. Obviously, it is your own, and you're taking on a very, very interesting opponent. Obviously, Apocalyptic is going to be stepping in, top four opponent, basically round two already. How confident you feel about this matchup? Because this is a very interesting one, because Apocalyptic obviously has a lot of options. They've used Rogue Dragons. They've used, they've had a little bit of experience. They've actually got access to the Eclipse Trooper Set 4 archetype. They've used Sunwalkers. They've always used Tyrosians. They've got a lot of different options they can have access to them. Obviously, you've been a bit more Steel Edge orientated recently. How confident are you getting into this matchup as well?
So if he uses those Rogue Dragons, I'm a bit worried, because the Rogue Beast archetype, in my opinion, and it's not even a matter of difficulty, but it can be, it just bleeds annoyance. It seems like it's designed to annoy people.
Can confirm.
And kind of to mess with them. And I'll come back to this when we talk about. I'll come back to this later, but all in all, I'm actually pretty confident. I feel like I've been playing playing alright lately, and I kind of figured out what I have to do with my deck to properly play it and get the most out of it.
Alright, nice. Alright, well, I definitely can't wait to see. It's going to be a very exciting matchup. Now, let's get to a little bit of a fun question for you. I know you were excited when I told you about it a little bit earlier. I haven't actually heard your answer to this, but the question is, if you were in charge of MonTac and got to choose one card you'd like to ban, and there are no cards in the ban list, I make a policy against banning cards, but let's say you're in charge, you're calling the shots, you're deciding what's going to be, what would it be that you would like to see banned? Single card. What's the decision?
Single card, not entire archetype. But I would ban I would ban utility Chimera.
Ooh, Chimera. Okay, interesting.
I just said about how annoying your piece can be. Utility Chimera really just embodies that for me. Like it just draws out games. Really.
I can't disagree with you. That is probably one of the major weapons that Rogue Beasts have, is that removal.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say so much as like a removal, right? But more just a decent change. It's like I don't want to turn Rogue Beast into like a wimpy archetype or anything. But Chimera is really just, it's not even like overpowered. It's just
annoying.
It's gonna make games take longer than they have to.
Ooh, okay, interesting. All right. Well, that was very interesting. Wait, have you even played? I don't know if you've played Rogue Beast yet. Have you played a proper Rogue Beast opponent yet? I don't remember.
I have not played him like anything competitive. The other night, I've been, if you didn't know, I've been training my friend Jordan. I've been like putting him through the ringer, and he's been trying it a lot.
Oh.
And he's actually quite decent. Like I gotta tell you. But he used Rogue Beast, and he's not even good at Rogue Beast. Like it's his first time using it, and he manages to just keep this game going for a stupendous amount of time. Like, and that's where I kind of formed my opinion on this card.
Interesting. Do you like the fact that you can beat Jorby in a MonTac match consistently?
Because he hasn't played very much, but when he gets better, and he can still beat me in like Magic and stuff. So.
All right, fair enough. All right, well, thank you for going through the picks. I really appreciate that. I think it'll be very interesting to see how these all turn up. I wish you good luck on your matchup. Is there anything you'd like to say before we finish up?
No, nothing really. Sorry for my crummy audio,
No, it's all right. We work with what we got, and still great to have you on. All right. Thank you, everyone watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and wish Notanalt good luck on the weekend. It's going to be a banger. This has been Tom.